Where's Ayaka when you need her? Cannot be bothered to do those. God, it's just so all-encompassing. Bloop. It still looks pretty when the sky's darker. Oh, hello! I see. Kind of, but not. You see, you'd have to come from up here. I have literally no way of getting up there. That does present a problem. Anyway, this was the one I was going back to. It's not the flowers. Oh, were you going to want me to do this? Hold up. Look, 2 out of 3 are good odds. Okay, zapping you didn't work. Are you saying that I have to do these thingies of my own volition? Problem is, there's no dendrograna. Don't we need dendrograna for these things? I don't see any. Do you guys see any dendrograna? No? Yeah, neither do I. I think you need dendrograna to open those things up. Pretty sure you do. And you don't talk to me either? Maybe they don't talk to you. Because this one doesn't talk to me. Okay, then never mind about the other one. Never mind. I will take that pin away. Let us continue. You know, that frog was just trying to live his best life. Too bad. He's mine now. Do these plants do anything? Oh, I completely missed you lot. I was too busy looking at the weird ass plants. Talk to Zervan. Back this way. You aren't getting nervous, are you, Sharush? Impossible. Do not second guess me frivolously, pale floater. Oh, that was Zervan. So maybe the other one does talk to you then. If you do the... Oh no, it's past you. I went straight past him. Yeah, and there's no one over there. Okay, maybe the Pari just don't talk to you. Hello. Aren't you the pretty one? Oh, you've got lines under your eyes. It's supposed to make you old and wizened. The first Pari. Well, if this isn't Zarush. Such a rare guest. It has been a while, Elder Zervan. Elder? Well, if you call me that, then you should follow Pari norms and cease consorting with those humans whose hearts are heavy with their ulterior motives. I haven't gone against our norms. I have only made contact with humanity to find a way to extinguish the skyfire, just as the divine bird did. And is that why you have learned all that claptrap about sacrifice from the humans? We Pari care nothing for such foolishness. Oh, even the elder agrees with me. Isn't it our duty as Pari to sacrifice ourselves in the battle against the defiling impurity? Await the call of destiny, Sarush. Only humans rush in blindly. This is destiny you speak of is a nebulous thing. I cannot simply be expected to sit and wait for it. And that is precisely the danger. The chaplet you seek contains the highest authority over Kvarana. I forgot how I pronounced that. In giving it to you, I may as well be handing the power of Kvarana over to those untrustworthy humans. Right, okay, so I did misread it the first time around. She gives her approval in giving the chaplet. Okay. Can't you just have more faith in me, Elder? You two, looks like we're being left out here, aren't we? Also, it seems like Sarush loses that cocky attitude of hers in front of Zervan. She's probably just fond of weird roleplay. Perhaps there's other facets. Yeah. And those skeptics are all too happy to go along with her, huh? Well then, little ones, you came with Zarush, yes? This is not a place that ordinary humans may visit lightly. I mean, I kind kid. Let me see. Well, you certainly aren't from the order of skeptics. You seem to be outlanders, in fact. Well, in matters of courtesy, I suppose you two shall introduce yourselves first. I don't ask humans for their names often, you know. Paimon and she's Lunara. We're adventurers who shuttle across Tavat. Adventurers. So you were travellers then? Well now, I do think I've seen a traveller much like you before. This is the forbidden land of the Pari, the paradise nourished by Amrita, the shrine at which we pay reverences to our great god. Only heroes who have forged bonds with Pari and pilgrims who have come to genuflect before our god may enter. Okay, can I take the second? I'd rather genuflect before your god than forge a bond with this Pari. I shall take it that you are Sarush's companions then. It has been several hundred years since humans last visited our Sea of Flowers. That said, aren't there a ton of skeptics living outside in the desert? Don't they know how to enter this place? Ha! I shall not permit such discourteous folk to enter our hidden realm. In the past, we Pari did indeed fight alongside their ancestors. We even lived here together. But many years have passed, and folly has grown strong amongst them. Even the traditional rites have become utterly forgotten. None living amongst them can now forge a lorpa with a Pari. And that's an interesting thing. If they lived in here in harmony together for so long, why did the humans stop honouring the rites? Why did they stop passing down their rites? Why did they lose sight of where they've come from and why they exist here? Because they're just responsible for us being in this situation of not being able to close the rift in the sky because of their choices along the way. Least they can do is tell me why, even if the people who are responsible are no longer alive. They should have been the ones to conduct the rite of Abzor for the tree that suppresses the dark hollow, thus cleansing it of the filth that stained it. Yes, the deterioration of the tree cannot be avoided, but if they had not neglected the rite and caused the seal to weaken, this terrifying sign would never have reappeared so soon. But human tradition is unreliable in this fashion. Compared to them, you outlanders, blank slates as you are, certainly seem more dependable. Paimon's not sure if you're actually praising us or not, but we're here to... I would guess that you were here to bat the sun in the sky. I doubt that anyone would notice our little nook if not for this great crisis, also because it was forbidden to come here. Not that I really care about the Academia's rules, but still. Well, we were commissioned to deal with this large hole, yeah. Oh my, so it is as I guessed. It seems that even after so long, this short-lived race is as short-sighted as ever. Still, if it were not that way, would you even need us, Pari, to act on your behalf? Looks like Pari are just pretty nasty as a whole. Regardless, since human heroes, I'm amazed that Sarush has been quiet for quite so long. Since human heroes have again graced our secret garden, it seems the gears of destiny have begun to turn once more. And you seem to be an interesting human being too. That takes me back. Once upon a time, I too travelled alongside humans, as curious as you to quell the calamity. Perhaps you really might equal their great deeds. Well then, it's decided. I shall give you a chance. The two of you certainly seem more trustworthy than those blind and foolish skeptics. Elder, shouldn't you put your trust in me instead? Well, as for that, you do know where Rashnu and Mihira, right? Go bring them here. They should still be enjoying their beauty sleep right now. This will serve as proof of your trustworthiness, and I'll be able to give the chaplet to you. Pama knows. So this is the kind of seal that everyone needs to get together to break, and then we can get the chaplet, right? Such impoverished imagination. The chaplet can be given to you at any time, but to solve the issue of the sign of Apausha, we will need their strength. Sarush alone will not be able to open the path through the Dark Hollow, not even with the chaplet. This, perhaps, is another example of the rule of three. Paimon doesn't really know what you're saying, but as long as we can get the chaplet, it's fine. Indeed, Lunara, Paimon, do help Sarush out, all right? I don't need help. You're not very honest, Sarush. But since your elder said so, guess you've just got to listen to us. Where the light touches. Well, let's go look for, his Pari names are kind of something. Rashnu and Mihir. Go to the hills of Basom to search for Rashnu. Took to Fedri. The secrets of Fravashi trees. Man, did you just give me quests galore? Pale file. The secrets of Fravashi trees. Fravashi trees is shelters for the residual Pari who are unable to return to the Vorukasha oasis, and it is Yasnapati's responsibility to bring them back home. Ask Zervan about the secrets. I will do that. Why is my cursor on my second monitor? Hold up. Okay, we're good. We're good. It was just veering off on the left monitor. I'm like, why? Take my 5 primogems, thank you. Oh, there's more? What else did I receive? Follow 8 Sealy. Yay! Complete a total of 4 open world time trial. Oh, that counted? Nice. I wouldn't have thought it counted. Thanks. I'm all for work. Hi, Zervan. What if it isn't Sarush and her Yasnapati? My, even Paimon's here. I preferred this angle, thank you. Hey, what do you mean even? That's offensive. From the looks on your faces, you found something interesting, haven't you? Paimon's not sure if interesting is the right word. You tell Zervan about the Fravashi tree. I see. Now, where should I begin? What you just described is indeed a Fravashi tree that a Pari has transformed into. But as for what resides within such trees, I believe it more accurate to call them fragmented memories than residual Pari. It is quite akin, in fact, to that plume of purifying light you obtained, which contains memories that cannot return to the earth. Cannot return to the earth. We are born from the Vorukasha oasis, and we shall return there eventually. The god safeguarding his place is rejected by the time flowing throughout this land, and so are we. That said, this is also what we wish for. After all, it is our purpose to keep the defilement from flowing into the land along with us. And in the Amrita pool, we get to wash off whatever filthiness that once tainted us. By offering that plume of purifying light to the Amrita pool, you will enable the Pari to return to the Vorukasha oasis once more. Heh, that means we did a good deed this time, right? Well, not, because we've still got the light on us. We need to put them in the pool. I don't know what pool that is, but we need to put them in the pool. Humph. You grow ever so haughty, pale floater, as if they were not all thanks to my great power. Well, you're pretty amazing too, Sarush. That's more like it. Though we need no compliments from you, so long as my Yasnapati is present. Speaking of Yasnapati, now that you've more or less accepted this title, that indeed makes you the perfect candidate for the ritual. In ancient times, the human warriors who walked with Pari would hold a ritual of purification for the Pari scattered in the desert, so as to bring them back to the Vorukasha oasis. And those who have established a special bond with the Pari have been addressed as Yasnapati ever since. Huh? That's entirely different from what Sarush told us. Is that so? Actually, that's incredibly different from what she told us. Wow! Fly her! Well, she was bound to get something right by luck eventually. As for you, Yasnapati, you now shoulder the responsibility to help the Pari that have yet to return. If you encounter other Fravashi trees, please bring the plumes of purifying light they have formed back to the Vorukasha oasis. Don't worry, we'd help them even if you didn't ask. Yeah, but where am I putting the light? Where am I putting the light? The light! I don't know. I don't think there are any trees here. I think this is just a, hey, while you're out and about, if you happen to find a tree, congratulations. But we haven't been along the coast, so there could be something along the coast, I suppose. I guess it's a quest for later. Mahir or Rashnu? Well, we've already been to the hills of Barson. Ah, or the swamp. So they're pretty close by. Let's do Barson. Just checking out my surroundings. I just keep looking at it because it just looks so cool. That tree. Rashnu is there, but... Oh. Let us draw nearer. I fear that returning Rashnu to the Vorukasha oasis... Something. Maybe challenging or whatever. Oh. Hello. You're not allowed to be here. Excuse me. I mean, I know I've totally seen like treasure hoarders and shit here, but you're not supposed to be here. Can I help you? Oh, that's him. Bazajuna. Never mind. What are you doing here? I couldn't see his beard. I thought it was just some random dude. Honored envoy. I hate this word. Of Kavarena and you two. A Yasnapati and a companion, I suppose. Gah, just call Lunara and Paimon. Since I've been given such permission, then allow me to call you by those names. Do you two remember what I mentioned earlier about how we skeptics have always been searching for the Cory drums? Oh, hey, by the way, this is where I tell you that, like, it's your tribe's fault that the shit's appearing in the sky because you were meant to maintain the stump. It's about them being important items for some ritual or something, yeah? Well, I can see that the proper terms were not remembered. That is the essence of the matter, yes. The two of you have been acknowledged by Kavarana's envoy, and you know little of our glorious history. I fear that you may be led astray by heresies and heterodoxies from the forest. Allow me then to explain the true history of Barsom and the Cory drums. I'll be honest, I'm not so concerned about this. Yeah, the stuff Nazajuna says is even harder to understand than the stuff Sarush talks about. Pama didn't catch any of it the first time. In that case, say it more often, Nazajuna, until each one, such as Paimon, can remember every last word. In that case, let's just hear it once, shall we? Lunara has a good memory. It'll be fine as long as she remembers. Long ago, our predecessors worked to quell the disaster that occurred in this land and formed a profound friendship with the Pari. Barsum's familiar had a preference for music, so we crafted the Cory drums for her. During the ceremony where our bonds with the Pari were made official, 5 drums had to be gathered and played according to scores. Shit, I've only got 2. Though the Cory drums are long lost, the drums' scores have withstood the corrosion of the sandstorms. As you can see, they've been almost perfectly preserved. Dude, if you think I'm going to be able to find all of them, you're crazy. You better mark those on my map. Words shall never describe the sound of true... I always read the second line. Words shall never describe the true magnificence of that occasion. When the Cory drums sounded, all things reverberated in unison. It felt as if their sound could freely traverse space and time. Those who witnessed it were all shaken to the core. Even the elements themselves were stirred. It sounds like a very lively time. I'm getting heady just thinking about it. It's such a shame that we skeptics failed to pass on our legacy, resulting in the loss of all the Cory drums. Yeah, you guys freaking failed. You had one job. One, and that was to preserve your mole. That was mission and goal at the same time, I apologize. Yeah, one goal. And you failed it on 2 fronts. Congratulations, your ancestors suck. And however loudly we cried out, Barsum's familiar would never again utter a word in response. Barsum's familiar. Is this the Rushnu Soresh mentioned before? Is that who you're talking about? But why wouldn't she respond to the Order of Skeptics' call? The Pari and the Order of Skeptics both value tradition and ceremony, so there is routine to our actions. Honey, the Order of Skeptics doesn't value shit, because if they had valued traditions, they would have kept the traditions up. They talk about tradition, but then they lost their drums. Yet, Paimon, I'm fully on your side. This is hardly a peaceful land. That such things would happen is little surprise. No, it is surprising. Okay. Seems like getting Rashnu back to the Vorkasha oasis with us won't be easy. That is so. We will need to collect all of the Cory drums and play them according to the score. Thankfully, I have never once given up searching for the lost drums. Yeah, and you failed. I'm the one who's found 2 drums so far. You idiot. I've been gathering the relevant clues even before your arrival. As I might have expected of you, Lord Nasuraya. No, I expect nothing of this guy. He's useless. There's no need to flatter me. I have no interest in flattering you, sir. After all, if Aryadeva had not... My apologies. I refer to an elder amongst the Order of Skeptics who left for Sumeria City to work on his light novels, The Routed Things. This heavy responsibility would not have fallen to me otherwise. He became a light novelist? He rambled on and on about warring against the publishing house editor, and opponents and genius invocation TCG should still be considered war. But if you ask me, he's just turning into a ridiculous old geezer. But he's still an elder who knows more about our heritage than I do, so I have to ask him for information regardless of any disagreements we might have. He's reluctant to answer any questions that don't have to do with light novels and card games, though. It took me 3 whole questions to receive a single reply. Anyway, it took me a great deal of effort just to gather clues about the Cory drums. Speaking of that, we did find Cory drums other than the one Catherine gave us. Not the whole set of 5, but still. Yay, new clues! But Nasajuna, if you had the clues all along, why don't you go look for the lost Cory drums yourself? That's an easy one to answer. Lunara, it seems like you're not in possession of a vision. That's right, I am not. And yet, you're capable of bending the elements to your will. What an enviable gift. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed with such a gift, so I don't need them to find the damn drums. So it is good that you are here. We could save quite a lot of trouble for Lady Sarush with your help. Otherwise, I would have to make other arrangements. But just as I said before, it seems that even fate is on my side. He didn't even answer the question. I hate this guy. Lady Sarush, and you too. Please come with me. Hidden treasures may be found closer by than we think. I don't want to go with you. My mother said not to follow anybody to a second location. Ew. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we just climb. Swell. And there's something inside here as well. Where was it? Was it just the tea I saw? I thought there was actually something in here. I must be mistaken. Okay. Let me go around. This one. Alright. It's climbing time. Probably shouldn't have done. Okay, cool. Rest up. There's no telling when we can next do it. Yay, got it. This tree is really pretty. I really like this tree. Oh, this is the pink tree from the map. Ah, I really like this tree. Let's go. Where are we going though? I mean, there's a domain ahead of me. Oh, I think you're taking me up here. I see. No, you're not. You're taking me down there. Oh well, we're here now. May as well solve this problem. Excuse me, gentlemen.
This may turn
Job.
Impact. Cut to the chase.
Goodbye. And I saw Nahita's ability. It went like a circle around her, I guess. Is this a good spot to take a photo? Because I need a photo of this shit. Take a photo. Get me out of it. Okay. No, can you physically go? Oh, it did work. It worked. I don't really know how to get a nice picture of this. It's like, what do you focus on? Look, your girl needs screenshots for thumbnails. Yeah, it just doesn't really have the same pizzazz I was looking for, I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe I need to get further away. Don't know. Anyway, we've got the score, but not the drum. That's mega unfortunate. At least it's underneath me. Could be underneath me. So, assuming it's underneath me, the rhythm is light, heavy, light, heavy. It's memorable, at least. That's strange. There's no path here at all. Seems like you're not all that good a guide, Nasajuna. There are signs of rockfall. You're observant indeed, envoy. I'm inclined to think that monster activity caused the rocks to collapse and thus block this. Well, let's call it a path. But you may leave this to me, everyone. This problem only requires a little spark to solve. Ah, yes. For safety concerns, please stand back a bit. Nasajuna cleans the stone crevice before putting... Cleans the stone crevice? Why? Before putting a small package inside. He fills the gap back up, retreats to a safe distance and lights the fuse. The large rock blocking the way, splinters into small pieces, and when the dust finally clears, a grey gate appears in its wake. Well, that's it for those stones blocking the way. Wait, why is there still a gate in the way? There's always another gate to go through, huh? We used to be able to pass through. As for breaking the seal on this grey gate, we'll need your help, you two. Well, I guess it falls to us, huh? That's cool. I need to find this drum, though. Oh, hi.
Hey! Power that ended high shot! Hit speed of light! Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Before they can give me bleed damage. Oh, they're all done? Okay, cool. This doesn't solve my problem though. Where is the Kori drum that corresponds with this? It's just weird that there's no drum here. Oh, maybe I have to bring a drum here. Oh, one of the drums I gather. Because I have to gather 5 drums. Maybe that's the case. That makes sense, I suppose. Okay. Doesn't really get me that much faster in this direction, but I'll take it. There's a quest below me! No way! No. Yeah! Quest! In the ground. In the tunnel or beneath me? I'm not too sure. Sanctuary or Solemnity. This was a temporary abode established outside the Sea of Flowers by the guardian priests of the true way of the ancient times. Ah, and that's the other set. I also can't do it because I don't have enough resin for the prize. Okay, maybe it will be in here, maybe it will be around the side. I don't know, but excuse me. I need your presence, please. Please stop moving away from me. Oh, you're moving towards me now. How delightful. Oi, 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 oi. This way. Like a shepherd. Thank you. Seems like there's something buried beneath the sand piles here. How about we take a closer look? Okay, but just so you know, this will be time consuming. Yay! I was on the right character. It's just super goddamn slow with Jean. Wait, come back here. Sorry, bushes. Son of a bitch. What about you? What have you got to show for yourself? Yeah. It's because they're quest. Son of a bitch. Look, their quest. It does not matter. I'm not going to get anything for killing them. Just slaughter them. Oh. Oh, we have the order. Pyro, Hydro, Dendro. Something cryo?
Come on, enough procrastinating.
I'm not procrastinating. I'm literally reading the instructions and I'm not going to remember in 2 seconds' time. Oh, we already got that one. My bad. Oh. You don't shine. How interesting. This place is full of grey crystals. The Seduna looks around a bit before collecting some scattered records and browsing through them. It is not too far from what I expected. The mechanism that sealed the Dendo drum was once here, but it has been destroyed. There are even some notes here that show where the other Kori drums might be found. What about, how do I know which ones I already have? After scouring the land for days, I have finally found the Corabantes. Alas, I lack the strength to retrieve them. As such, I will record their locations here. There is no detailed information on the key contents of the ritual. I have drawn the following inferences from a comprehensive review of the current body of research. Currently, the element of the Corabantes matches the element recorded on the drum's score. Okay, this is obvious and requires only a rudimentary understanding. Animo and geodrums do not exist. The reason for this merits further investigation, so it must be Electro, the missing middle one. Secondly, the meaning behind the notation. Notation may be divided into 3 categories. Thirdly, the order of reading, unable to be determined. If a lost Kori drum is found, one can try to read it in the usual order, which is from left to right and top to bottom. As the elders put it, when the Kori drums were lost in a single night, the order of skeptics was overcome with great grief. Losing the drums meant losing the bridge that connected them to Barsum's familiar, and from then on, the young were never again able to listen to her teachings. This was a grave incident indeed. Can you please elaborate on the incident? Did someone steal them? And how did one make its way to the academia? Great efforts were made by all to search for the drums thereafter, but few gains were made due to the obstruction posed by the defiled energies. According to the elders, this is one of those old locations. But as you have seen, those without the power to combat the brute might of the defilement, those who cannot wield the elements, and those who have not obtained the trust of Kavarana's envoy are unable to reach this place. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could have gotten through the crystal with your dynamite, but you do you, bro. And you also could have just dug through the mountain. Your people have had 500 years for this bullshit. Don't even try to not come up with solutions. Aradeva also attempted to retrieve the dendro drum here in his youth, but he did not succeed, and has been silent about the matter ever since. Sense of responsibility, perhaps, or was it pride that closed his mouth? You know, when he said the Order of Skeptics had a terrible relationship with the academia, Paimon thought that you'd all just stay here. Now that there's this big hole in the sky, never mind not coming back to help out, don't you think it's kind of weird that he's just over in Samaria City writing his novels and playing his cards? Well, you can't see the hole in the sky from Samaria City, so he probably doesn't know it's there. Perhaps he can achieve in fantasies what he could not in reality? I mean, also true. You mean writing the story of his failures into a light novel but changing the ending? How's it supposed to solve a real life problem? People need hope in their lives, even if it isn't real. Well, Paimon thinks that sticking together is our best chance of fixing the sky hole problem. They concern Sarush too, after all. I really hope we go back and find this guy. It's a bit awkward to be mentioning him so heavily, and specifically where he is, but never mentioned it. Never go visit him. I mean, I'm not going to find him. Samaria City is a big place. Your concern, Paimon, is rather wasted on one destined for so grand a sacrifice as I. Or perhaps I should say that evaluating the choices and fates of others is, itself, an overly prideful act. Paimon, Lunara, help Paimon out here. We're just here to complete a commission. We're here to respect their wishes and wish them well. Aren't we also supposed to ask them to leave it to us? I do thank you for your aid, of course, but do not forget, I am the main character of this hymn. Regardless, now that we know where the Kori gems are specifically, we just need to retrieve them all. Although the trial here has been destroyed, that may not be the case in other places. Whether they are or not shall be little issue. Let us leave that task to my Yasna party. There should be no issue to someone of her caliber, no? Of course, we're professionals, you know. In that case, you can find the other Kori drums so long as you follow these notes. I leave that to the two of you. Good luck. Right then, remember to record the drum scores on the stone walls. We'll definitely need them at some point. Yeah, good luck with that. Copy drum scores. Okay, that quest definitely is below me. Somewhere.